Yo, what's up gamers? Welcome back to SOBAT IT, your go-to spot for tech and gaming news that actually slaps. Today we've got some fire news from Microsoft. They just dropped the bomb. Their brand new handheld console, the Xbox Ally, is officially launching worldwide on October 16th. Yep, you heard that right. Let's break it down. Xbox Ally, Microsoft Asus ROG collab. So here's the deal. Xbox Ally is a tag team project between Microsoft and Asus Republic of Gamers. They're coming in hot with two versions, the ROG Xbox Ally and the beefier ROG Xbox Ally X. Both are built to crush portable gaming. The regular Ally packs an AMD Ryzen Z2A chip, 16 gigs of RAM, and a 512GB SSD. The Ally X, that bad boy's got an AMD Ryzen AI Z2 Extreme, 24 gigs of RAM, and a full terabyte of SSD space. Both rock a 7-inch full HD screen with 120Hz refresh rate, plus Gorilla Glass Victus for that extra durability. Oh, and FreeSync Premium? Yeah, it's in there. Connectivity and extra features. Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.4, micro SD slot, headphone jack, gyro controls, and programmable back buttons. This thing's stacked. It runs on Windows 11 but tweaked so you can cruise through menus with just the controller, no keyboard needed. Handheld compatibility program. Microsoft's also rolling out a new thing called the Handheld Compatibility Program. Think of it like Steam Deck Verified, but for Xbox Ally. Games that run smooth get tagged handheld optimized, and ones that need a little tweaking get mostly compatible. Basically, you'll know what's good to go. Games and services. You can play games from Steam, GOG, Ubisoft Connect, Battle.net, the whole squad. And of course, Xbox Game Pass is baked in. New users get a free trial, so you can jump into titles like Hogwarts Legacy, Gears of War Reloaded, or Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade right out of the box. Global rollout. It's dropping in over 30 countries: Japan, Korea, Australia, the UK, the US, and most of Europe. Places like India, Indonesia, and Brazil will get it a bit later. China's only getting the Ally X for now. Battery and performance. Battery life's solid, 60 watt-hours for the regular Ally, 80 watt-hours for the Ally X. Microsoft's also teasing some AI-powered features like auto-upscaling and highlight reels, coming to Ally X early next year. User interface vibes. The UI's built to feel like a console. Quick access to your games, system settings, and even a game bar overlay. Asus threw in their Armory Crate SE app too, so you can tweak power profiles, joystick sensitivity, and more.
We'll get onto the release date of the ROG Xbox Ally in just a sec, but today's a very exciting day. It's the first time people are getting hands-on with the handheld. What are they most excited to be playing?
Yeah, I mean, it's so cool to be here and see everybody lining up to play. I think we have more than 20 demo stations here in the Xbox booth. Everyone is most excited to play Silksong, obviously. The Xbox Ally is debuting for the first time, and you can play all on it together. But I've also been hearing a ton of people saying they want to check out Outer Worlds 2 and Ninja Gaiden 4.
Nice. I can't wait for Silksong either. What other games can we look forward to playing when the ROG comes out?
So we have a ton of games that you can play on the ROG. Obviously, we have all of our games that are Xbox Play Anywhere. You can play it on console, you can play it on PC, you can play it on handheld, you can stream it over the cloud, which is awesome. Also, all the other major PC storefronts are going to be on here, so people are going to be able to play their libraries across Xbox, but also other stores like Steam and Ubisoft Connect and Battle.net and everywhere else. So that's going to be very exciting. So finally, people are going to be able to play. They can play natively, they can play over the cloud, or they can play with remote play.
Yeah, I can't wait to play a lot of my games natively on this. Me and my fiance, we're always fighting it out on who gets the big TV to play our games, so this will settle it.
You sure? Maybe your birth couldn't want one of these,
yeah,
actually.
That'll turn out, for sure. Now, speaking of things to look forward to, what's your favourite thing, Sarah, about the Xbox Ally?
Okay, that's a hard one, I'll be honest. There's so many things I love about it, but maybe more than anything, if I were to sum it up, it's just what it represents. You know, we talk all the time about Xbox, about wanting people to be able to play anywhere. We've talked all the time about wanting people to make gaming centered around them. And this is such a beautiful manifestation of that. That you can have your store, you can have your library, all your progression in those games, your identity in your community, and it can move with you. And you can play it on this device, and you can play it on console, and you can take it on the go, and you can hold it in your hand. So that's really, really exciting. And then the second thing, which is part of how it came about, is we did a really deep collaboration with Windows to make all of this work. And we invested a ton to actually make Windows really, really better for gaming and better for handhelds. I can't wait for people to pick up and just experience the software experience in addition to feeling the device and playing the games they love.
Sounds so good. Well, I've got to ask you, you've got to tell us, please, when can we get our hands on it?
Okay, it's coming October 16th. And even more exciting than the date for me is it's also coming to 34 markets. So we're gonna have details on pricing and pre-orders coming to you all soon.
Let's go, I can't wait. Counting down the days.
Yeah, so one of the main differences between the original Ally and the Xbox Ally is now there's an Xbox button on the device. And so by pressing it, you quickly bring up Game Bar. And this is the optimized view that we shipped last year called Compact Mode that takes that same widget model that we have before that's completely extensible, but it puts it in a more streamlined, optimized form for these handheld devices. So it lets you quickly get access to device settings and most importantly, Command Center.
Nice.
So instead of having multiple overlays that you're juggling, it's all in one overlay and it's all in Game Bar, and so you can get access to some of those awesome AMD features as well as the Asus features that you've been known for before to be able to navigate those and adjust those kind of performance settings on the fly.
I got hands-on with the brand new ROG Xbox Ally X, and it might just be enough to persuade me to finally buy a handheld. It's got 24GB of DDR5 memory, a 1TB full-size M.2 drive that you can easily upgrade, and it feels great in the hand. The form factor feels pretty perfect to me, and you can of course play all of your Xbox Game Pass titles from PC while you're out and about, or just away from your gaming rig. The Ally X is my favourite handheld that I've used, and the familiar Xbox controls here just feel kind of right. You get a full HD 7-inch display, which provides more than enough pixel density at this screen size and balances battery life nicely. Plus, it runs at up to 120Hz, giving you the smooth, silky refresh rates you'd expect for a PC experience. This unit on show was running Forza Horizon 5, and the gameplay felt smooth and the graphics looked great. It runs a custom version of Windows 11, which I unfortunately couldn't dive too deep into, and is due to hit shelves later this year. What do you guys think?
Xbox's first handheld finally has a release date, and it's way more than a Steam Deck clone. We've got confirmed specs, launch timing, and a clear idea of what this device is really about. But here's what makes it such a different move for Xbox, and maybe even for gaming in general. So let's rewind. The console wars used to be everything: Xbox versus PlayStation, game libraries, power exclusives, online. But somewhere in the last few years, that war started to fade. And not because someone won, although maybe PlayStation did, but because of the way we play games has changed. PC gaming exploded, cloud streaming took off, Nintendo doubled down on portability with the Switch. Suddenly, people weren't asking which box to buy, they were asking how to play a game anywhere. Then came the Steam Deck, it proved something massive. There's a huge audience for handhelds that don't limit you. Not mobile gaming, not console ports, actual high-performance gaming. And that hit a nerve, and suddenly Xbox's old model just did not fit. Because the truth is, Game Pass is already everywhere, but the hardware, it wasn't. And that's where the ROG Xbox Ally steps in. The Xbox Ally is not a console, it's not a PC, it's a handheld that boots into Windows, but with a native Xbox layer on top. You can install Steam, Epic, or just launch right into your Xbox library. It's built for Game Pass, cloud streaming, remote play, and yes, offline installs too. Now there are two versions. The base ROG Xbox Ally is built for 720p gaming with an AMD Z2 APU, 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gigabytes of storage, and a 600 watt-hour battery. And this is your entry-level accessible version, built for travel, indie titles, cloud gaming on the go. But then there's the Ally X, and this is the serious one. It's got a Z2 Extreme chip, 24 gigabytes of RAM, full terabyte of storage, and 80 watt-hour battery. And now you got the prices. So the base Ally is expected at $549, while the Ally X lands around $899, so $900. Both are dropping October 16th with hands-on demos hitting right now during Gamescom. So we're about to find out if Xbox just redefined portable gaming or if they're just late to the party.
Okay, so this is ROG's new Xbox Ally console, which I got to play on today. But let me tell you what this thing can do. So firstly, it's got a 7-inch 120Hz screen, a custom Xbox interface which it boots straight into at launch, and supports not only PC apps like Steam and Epic, but also Xbox and Game Pass. Now I played both Forza Horizon 5 and Hogwarts Legacy on them both today, and what made them stand out for me is not only just the colourful A, B, X and Y buttons or the new dedicated Xbox button, but the improved triggers and the new grip. grips. It literally feels like a proper controller now. Not only that, but Xbox also confirmed that they are introducing the new Handheld compatibility program, and this means it verifies which games are supported for handheld with a little label next to them. So the new Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X drops on October 16th. What do you think to these?
So yeah, Xbox Ally is looking like a serious contender in the handheld space. Could it take down the Steam Deck? We'll see. But one thing's for sure, Microsoft ain't playing around. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and stay locked in with SOBAT IT for more dope updates on tech and gaming. Catch y'all on the next one.